Peace to everybody out there and peace to all the high vibrational people. Today's video, we're going to be reacting to instant third eye activation. So, I'm guessing this video is about how to activate your third eye or something like that.
Something like that. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, we're on the road for 500, so please get us there, y'all.
And also check out our business website. It's going to be down below. Click that link and try our natural skincare products and our sea moss.
Alright, then let's get into the video.
This is our head. And somewhere in there, you have the brain. And then you have here the pituitary, and somewhere here, you have the pineal gland. They tell us that this pineal gland is formed like an eye, like an atrophied eye. It was an eye sometimes. But if it was really an atrophied eye, then why hide it under the brain if it was supposed to see light? But we know that as an eye, it's very sensitive to light, because when light hits it, it can't hit it directly, of course. Somehow it gets the information about light, then it produces certain things, chemicals in your body, and when there is no light, it produces others. So the moment the light goes off, it starts producing things like, for example, melatonin, and it puts you to sleep. But if this was the main reason for this, then the logical place for it would be somewhere out there. If it's an organ that senses light, the logical place for it would be somewhere where it can get the light. Or why would we need it to begin with? Because the eyes can do it for us. I mean, the eyes can sense the light and send the information to the brain. Why have something that looks like an eye that gets information from outside, but at the same time is pointing downwards, under the brain? It must be when we speak of its relationship to light. Now, we are speaking about light being created in our system. We create our light. So it is sensitive. It could be sensitive to something there, but it is also related to some inner light. You know, this point in the ear, when you have your ear like that, in Chinese medicine, you imagine the ear like this to be like an inverted fetus, with the eyes here, the hands here, you see, and the legs here. It's like that. And the points here in treatment, they reflect every organ in your body. So your whole body is present in your ear like that. Now, in ancient times, there was nothing called jewelry. You wear jewelry here, you wear jewelry there. No. At the time when the door was open, you used things on your body for certain interactions with the forces of nature. So this point here in Chinese acupuncture is called the point of inner light. And if you put some crystals or diamonds here, that means you activate through resonance, you enter into resonance with your inner light. So your inner vision gets activated. And when they had the priestesses, the young priestesses in the temples, one of the way to activate their inner vision was to put any type of crystal or diamond here, depending on what you wanted to do, you see. Today, you find people piercing everywhere. Now, that's very, very dangerous. You could completely disrupt the functioning of your physical organs by piercing at this point or at that point or this point. They don't know that every point in the body is related to a certain organ, and you don't know the point you are piercing.
And like, I've seen something on this, because I know this point right here, if you get a piercing right here, it helps with migraine. So there's certain pressure points on our bodies that if we get a piercing, it actually helps aid us and heal us. But then if people just get it for accessories and stuff, you could, like he said, you could interfere with those organs or interfere with those certain systems in the body. So it's important to be more mindful when you get piercings or just anything like that, because you don't know what you're actually affecting.
That is true, but I think back in the day, that's our ancestors did that.
I know, he was saying,
but I think that's more of a modern thing, because back in the day,
that's what he's saying right there. He's saying that they used it for, like, they understood, so they, like, when they were crystals or diamonds or gold and
but
stuff,
also
they knew how to wear it. Nowadays, we just wear it because, like, oh, that's cute, that's trendy, let me get that. Like, no, it's
everything had a meaning. Like, in Africa, they have that big old plate
ring
around their mouths. I don't know how they be doing it. But a lot of us, it's we do it with intention and purpose, not just for fashion.
Mm-hmm.
What is it related? What are you really piercing, and what metal are you putting there, and what thing? Something might be good in one place and not in the other, and all that. So it's very, very dangerous. We have seen there is evidence that the ancient Egyptians did some piercing and things, and the Sumerians did it, or we have evidence of tattoos in ancient times and all that. But they chose the right symbol, the right shape on the right spot, and all that. It wasn't just playing around.
Mm-hmm.
So,
just how we were saying, everything they did was with purpose, with attention, and with meaning.
this is inner vision. Why here? Why looking here? It must have a link here and something here. Your spine goes down here, but why here? Is it looking at something there? The heart is the place where you have the most blood in your body. So it's the center of the fiery element. And fire produces light. So the mystical connection of light of the heart, perceived by the pineal gland, illumination, and then what's perceived out here with the visual center. So this light is in resonance with this center. So your inner light is here, and it is on a harmonic, a higher harmonic to the actual light you perceive in colors. That's why in any mystical experience, the light effect, I mean, if you do some meditation or do some prayer or something, sometimes you can see that there's some slightly more light in your vision. So there's a link between the centers here, pituitary, pineal, heart, and the brain then. Now, look at it that way. In order that you perceive your reality, you must have working senses. That means your body must function before you can perceive a reality. So what runs your body? Is it within your perceived reality or from outside? I mean, your heartbeat, your lung, all the rhythms of your body, the laws that govern life, are not coming from your perceived reality. They're coming from the total reality. The whole universe is working through you in there, and then you become alive, and then you make your perceived reality. But what's really all those rhythms are methods of communication. Remember, we said rhythm are communications. You are communicating with the whole universe. Your life is through the life of the universe. What are the laws that make you breathe, think? Where do those laws come from? Those archetypal laws must be beyond the perceived reality, because they must be there first for us to see perceived reality. Now, is the light that you see in front of you produced by the sun or by you? No, the sun is radiating energy. Energy, your brain converts it into light. So you are producing the light. So if you want to see your inner light, it's in front of you. You see, it's right in front of you there. You are producing this perceived reality. It's produced in your brain. I'll tell you something. When you close your eyes and you dream, or when you visualize, does the picture you visualize, whether you're awake or does it have colors and light and everything? Does it? Okay, that means you produce your own light. So all the senses are created in the brain. So you are only taking 5% of the whole. So if you can only perceive 5% of the whole, how can you assume that you are translating the whole reality out there? No way. That's why we call perceived reality. If I make my reality, I'm like a projector, you know. When you go to the movies, you watch the screen, and then in front of you there on the screen, you see the film, don't you? You have to see the film out there, and you think the film is out there. Is the film out there? No, where is the film? No, it's in the projector. I mean, where is the film that you see out there? It's a roll of film in the projector. But you think it's out in front of you there, because it is projected there. What projects it? Light. Light. I'm taking another example. I'm going a step further. Now we went to the step after you produced it in your brain. Now we're taking the next step, you see. The next step is, after you produced in your brain, you have to project it outside. Because this reality, if it's not projected, it's not, you don't feel it as your environment. So the senses do not only capture information, it's not a one-way street, So all your senses work both ways. So active in reception and active in projection. In the projection of your reality outside, and then you think it's outside you, but you're really projecting. It's like a projector. During the movie, you're living the film out there. But in reality, the film is in the projector. And the light is taking it out there. It's projected outside. So the projector is your brain, the film is in it, and you project it outside. Now, the act of projection and the act of...
So it's like saying, I know a lot of people heard this thought, like, as far as like manifestation and stuff, you literally manifest your whole reality, and that's the whole projection thing. Like, it all starts inside, and you're able to project your reality, like your mindset, the way you think, how you act, the way you respond to things. Like, those are things that control your reality. So think about your mindset when you do things. Think about your thoughts when you do things, your attitude. Like, keep those in check, because those also, you know, you get reactions, or what you put out is what you will receive. Yeah. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's why it's good to do affirmations and also meditate at the same time. So just going inside and telling you and seeing, like, okay, I'm going to buy this house. So if you want to buy a certain house or get a certain job, get a certain car, it's good to go inside first, so that you could, if you see it inside, then you will also see it on the outside, and you will also get it on the outside. And see the car that you want, see the house that you live in, smell the house and everything, taste, smell, everything. Use your five senses, because you have senses when you go to sleep, inside your brain, inside your other realities and other realms, and you also have senses on this realm. So it's good to use, you know, both senses.
So a projector, if you keep it running for a long time, it will heat up. Same thing with you. I mean, seeing this reality, because it's a left brain operation, because your reality is sort of made up through the use of the activation of the senses, what happens is it overheats if you use it too much. So you have to sleep. You can only use it for so long, and then you have to sleep a bit. You can't keep this reality out there for a long time, because you need a certain amount of stress to have it. But there are easy ways. Whenever it gets too stressful, you daydream. So you activate the other part of the brain. And then some daydreaming is relaxing. See, if a person has too many problems, he just daydreams. And then you feel, and with many people, it becomes automatic. You see, it becomes automatic. The more you stress them, the more they fly out. And the more you concentrate, because reality, you know, the left brain, okay, I see a reality, I go more into concentration, puts more stress. Now, if I'm producing my reality and I have a projector, I'm producing my reality. That means I can control it. I can put my hand in front of the projector, make some images, do things. So I can play with this reality if I'm producing it. But it doesn't work that way. Imagine that there are 100 projectors producing the film. I can't, whatever I do with one will not even be seen out there. Even if I close it off completely, the film is still going on, you see. So it's like, if I have one instrument with one string, and I hit the string, I can stop it and the sound goes away. But now if I have a musical instrument, and I hit one string, and that's my string, and then stop it, the sound will not stop. Resonance. So the reality through resonance becomes solid. Resonance is a form of interference of that, and becomes solid through resonance. And then we are parts of forming it, but we're not the total formers of it. So at the end, it becomes our reality. So this is our perceived reality.
So yeah, he had mentioned something about just daydreaming, and with me, a lot of the times that's what I'm doing. If I'm stressed out, thinking, I'm like overwhelmed, because I think about this 24/7. How can I help everybody? How can I bring happiness to the earth? And sometimes, like for like an hour or so, I'll just be talking to myself, just daydreaming at something, and just trying to come up with other stuff, tapping into my other realities and other dimensions, and just trying to bring back bring back other answers from those dimensions and those realities. Just trying to tap in, because we are God and goddesses of our own reality. So I'm God of my own reality. I can control everything inside of my reality and outside of my reality. And that goes for everybody.
Dang, that's funny that you said that because for me, I daydreamed the most when I was younger. Like when I was younger, like being in class in school, like I would always be daydreaming. Like that was something that was reoccurring for me. So as I gotten older, like honestly, like I don't do it as much. Yeah, I really don't daydream like how I used to. So I wonder like what, why that is. Like I wonder what was the shift in that. But
some of the smartest kids are the smartest people on this earth before they get what's the word? Yeah. Before people start telling them lies and everybody starts feeding them lies, then that's when it starts to go left. Remember that you control your reality. We're made up of all this stuff, and you can control everything. Just go inside. You can see other things. You can bring other things back from those realities. That is very much possible. If you think about money for a long time, the money will start to come to you. If you think about whatever you want for a certain amount of time and go inside and, do shadow work and meditation, then those things from those realms and those realities will come back to this reality.
Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and click that like button and also comment down below how did you guys feel about this video? What message really stuck with you during this video? And yeah, y'all, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, all that stuff,
y'all,
okay? And we'll be back with another video soon.